All right, people. Gambling God back here on a Monday, November 4. One thing we have to address. Let me explain to you the way YouTube works. I make videos, you watch them, okay? The video I made yesterday with the NFL, 24 hours later, 0 views. That's not the way this relationship works. This is not a one-way street, motherfuckers. I make you a video with winning selections. You watch it. This is the gambling god. King Felix is over there. Monday, November 4th, we're going to review yesterday. Since literally nobody tuned in yesterday, we'll go over what yesterday's results were. Washington Redskins at Buffalo Bills. We had the Bills to win. They did not cover, but 10.5 point spreads, I'm not going to get involved in that. So Bills won that one. The game didn't turn me on. I picked Carolina. I liked them. They won that one. Tennessee was never in the game. I didn't think they would be. Carolina, I thought that was a pretty easy one. Minnesota at Kansas City. I picked Kansas City to cover. I said there was an off chance, a possibility they could win, and they did. On a late field goal, they won by 3, 26-23. They hung in the game. Matt Moore carried them home on that one. They are a good team. It is difficult to win in Kansas City. I hope you were on that one. Since nobody watched the video, I guess you guys were on your own. Jets at Miami. Again, nobody watched it. I predicted a Miami victory yesterday. They give the Jets fits. This is a rivalry game. I did have Miami to win that game outright, getting their first win. Chicago, Philadelphia. I missed this one. I liked Chicago to cover. I think they missed it by a few points. It was a 5-point spread. If you bought it up to 7, you hit it. I figured this one similar to what Philly did at Buffalo last week, where Philly looked terrible, went into Buffalo and won. I was thinking that Chicago would go into Philly, cover, and possibly win to screw the gamblers. Because remember, it's all fixed. I don't give you these predictions based on athletic ability. This is all scripted. You ever hear when they talk about the game, they say, well, the first 15 plays are scripted. Forget that. The entire game is scripted. They're telling you this to fuck with your head. It is fixed. If anyone doesn't agree with me, just go watch the New England game from last night. If you don't think that was fixed, stop watching. Go do something else. Go take a ballet class or a salsa class or something or other. Get out of here. All right. Indianapolis at Pittsburgh. Jacoby Brissett faked an injury. He was hit in the ankle, and now they say he has a sprained MCL. Nobody hit his knee. Somebody hit his ankle. Somebody stepped on his ankle, but nobody hit him in the knee to sprain his MCL. He went out early. Brian Hoyer came in. Game went down to the wire. Adam Vinatieri kicked the ball basically directly to the left and lost the game. Steelers win on that one. They did cover the spread, actually. Spread was 1.5. They won by 2. If you don't think these games are fixed on a 1.5 point spread where the Steelers win by 2, which is a strange number to win by in football, but it was facilitated by Indianapolis missing an extra point, which they were told to do for the spread. They lose the quarterback. They miss an extra point. They blow a field goal at the end. These are not coincidences. This is fixed. F in NFL stands for fixed. B in NBA stands for betting, okay? If you don't know these things, you got to learn it today. We had the Colts to win. I took them. Didn't work out. It was up and down. Once Brissett went down, I knew what was going on there. But I did like the Colts. They are the better team. They will bounce back. Detroit at Oakland. I like Detroit to win this one. Another one came down to the wire. Raiders pulled it out. I did like the over in this one. I thought that was an easy play. I did have the over 51. I hope you joined me in that one. Tampa Bay at Seattle. I had Tampa to win and the over. I thought the over was an easy one. This one, of course, went to overtime because every game goes to overtime, and Tampa Bay lost it. Never saw the ball. Seattle scored a touchdown. Jacob Hollister, formerly of the Patriots, scored the touchdown to win the game and defeat Tampa Bay. Tampa never got the ball, but they did take Seattle to overtime. I thought Tampa was a good play there at a minimum with the spread, but they did lose it. Cleveland at Denver. I had the Broncos. Broncos beat Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland's coach is any good. This guy Kinchins, he looks like he belongs in a Home Depot in the flooring section, selling gardening equipment. He just looks like a fat slob. He doesn't look intelligent at all. I don't think he's long for that job. I said the same thing about Chuck Pagano when he was the coach of Indianapolis. Again, he looks like he belongs in a Home Depot. And the other guy that used to coach San Francisco before they had Harbaugh, he looked like a fucking moron too. Some of these guys, you could just tell. They're slobs. They just don't present well. They can't take care of themselves. How are they going to run a 53-man roster, call offensive plays, know how to manage a clock, and command the respect of their team? It's just not going to happen. So I don't think this guy Kinchins is long for the job. He just looks like a fool. He's been showing it. He's got great talent. The team can't get out of neutral. I would never bet on Cleveland. I think it's a mistake. Green Bay at the Chargers. I had the Chargers here. Green Bay eked one out at Kansas City last week. They got their win there. They had to give back. And they did against the Chargers. The Chargers did what was right against Tennessee 2 weeks ago, losing the game, even though they basically scored 3 times at the end of the game and were cheated. They won in Chicago last week, and they beat Green Bay. They were the beneficiaries of Green Bay having to give back. Hold on, we have a low battery indication here on the iPhone. All right, who cares about that? So no one's going to watch the video anyway. I don't know why I do this. In any event, then we have New England at Baltimore, the fixed game of the day. New England never led the game. We had a bunch of parlays with New England, like I'm sure everybody else did. Patriots were never in it. They were down 17-0. They got as close as 17-13 and then 24-20 before Baltimore scored 2 late touchdowns to make it 37-20. The Patriots threw that game going into their bye week, falling on the sword, doing what was right. Giving back to the NFL so that the bookies could make their money. Whenever you watch a sporting event and somebody asks you, oh, who won the game last night? Your answer is Las Vegas, because the Las Vegas always wins. The Ravens didn't win last night. The Patriots didn't lose. Las Vegas won. Who won the game last night? Las Vegas. That's your answer. And if the person you're talking to looks at you funny and doesn't agree with you and just thinks that you're nuts, don't talk to them. It's a waste of your time. Go talk to a stuffed cat like I have on the side of my room. Go taxidermy your cat or your dog when it dies. Go to the corner and talk to the stuffed dead animal. Because the person you're talking to, if they believe these are legitimate sporting contests, they are as intelligent as my stuffed dead cat in the side of my room. Okay? I mean that sincerely. For tonight, November 4th, 2019, we will go over some of the games. NBA. Detroit at Washington. Washington got their doors blown off by Minnesota a few nights ago. Detroit just beat the Nets. I'm going Detroit at least to cover on this one. It's a Monday. Strange things happen on Monday. I could definitely see Detroit going into Washington and winning this game. I think that Detroit is a more complete team. Difficult to win on the road. I will take Detroit to win and cover. Next, New Orleans at Brooklyn. 3.5 point spread looks a little bit too frisky here for me. Something's not right. I'll take the Nets to win anyway. But, you know, it just, again, Monday, strange. Anyway, I'm going with the Nets. Milwaukee at Minnesota, giving 7.5. I'm not getting involved with the points on that one. You got to like Milwaukee. They're the better team. Minnesota has not impressed me recently. I'll go with Milwaukee to win that game. Houston at Memphis. Going with Houston, even without Westbrook, I don't think they need him to win this game. Memphis is, young, rebuilding team. Houston just got their doors blown off by Miami yesterday. I will go with Houston. A Milwaukee-Houston parlay could be a reasonable play here. It might bring back a little less than even money, but still, if you bet 20 and it brings back 15, better than losing it. Keep it in mind. Philadelphia at Phoenix, a very interesting game indeed. Phoenix coming off a road win at Memphis. Philadelphia coming off a winning 3-point shot at Portland on Saturday night. I think they have to give back here. I like Phoenix, the 1.5. It's a very tight game here. I think Philly has enough to get it done to win it. If you put a gun to my head, as my friend Joe Bolero would say, I would take Philly. It's tight though, very, very tight. This could go either way. I'll take Philly to win this game, but again, they might have to give back here because they were fortunate enough to hit that shot on Saturday. They were working the magnets in Philadelphia's favor. Either way, though, I'll take Philly to win this game. Last but not least, Portland at Golden State. This is a mismatch given Golden State's numerous injuries. I can't see any way Portland loses this game unless their bus doesn't get to the arena. Even if Portland uses half of their team, I'm pretty confident Portland wins this game. Not much to say there. Golden State is a total mess. They'll probably end up in the lottery with the top pick and come back next year and go undefeated because it's fixed. NHL, we've only got 4 games on the slate. Ottawa at the Rangers. You have to like the Rangers here. Ottawa could win. They're a frisky little team, but I'll take the Rangers. Fresh off a win at Nashville on Saturday. I'll take the Rangers. Pittsburgh at Boston. I got the Bruins hat on. I'm not a Penguins fan, really. I think they're overvalued. They lost at home to Edmonton on Saturday. Again, they did what was right there. They might get the win. They're a decent value play. I like Boston to win, though. Rask is a great goaltender. Pittsburgh's goaltending is not that great. I'll take the Bruins here. Would not surprise me if Pittsburgh upset them because they do have firepower with Malkin and Crosby. Nashville at Detroit. I'm taking Detroit. I know it sounds nutty. Nashville's fresh off a home loss to the Rangers. Most people are going to sit there and think, wow, I can't lose to Detroit. So, of course they can. Anything can happen. I bet the San Diego Padres 11 straight nights once and lost 11 straight games. Please, don't even talk to me about it. I'm going Detroit. They're home. They're an improving young team. I think that they can beat Nashville here in this spot. Something's telling me take Detroit. I'll go Detroit. I think they're a good value play. And last but not least, Arizona at Edmonton. Edmonton just won at Pittsburgh on Saturday in overtime because every game goes to overtime. I'll take Arizona. I think they're better on the road. They just clobbered Colorado on Saturday. I like Arizona on the road for some reason. Even though Edmonton is a good young team, something tells me take Arizona. Last but not least, NFL. Dallas at the Giants. It's hard not to go Dallas here. Giants haven't shown too much on defense. I'm taking the Cowboys to win this game. I don't know the over-under. I didn't write it down. Doesn't really turn me on. I would say take the over. I think the Giants can score with the Cowboys. I don't think they can beat them. But again, Monday night, it's all fixed. Remember, everybody that bet New England last night is going to get on Dallas. So if you want to, it's a rivalry game, just like the Jets and the Dolphins. A lot of traditional logic doesn't apply here. You want to take the Giants, give them a shot, be my guest. It's not the worst bet in the world. I would give it a try. So that is Monday, November 4, 2019. We will be back tomorrow, November 5. Let's hope some people watch this video. Otherwise, I'm going to come knock on your door with the video and force you to watch it. Because I know you guys are out there watching videos. I know you're doing stuff, okay? Watch the damn videos, like, subscribe, share. The Gambling God, Monday, November 4, 2019. Best of luck.